Hello students, today I am going to explain how to obtain the median from the more than type ogive and less than type ogive together. So for that I am going to explain here two sums. First question is, draw both types less than type and more than type ogives for the following frequency distribution. The observations are given here. From that we have to find the median IQ level of a student through graph and verify it algebraically. Now we have to prepare the cumulative frequency distribution table for less than type cumulative frequency and for more than type cumulative frequency. So first column in the frequency distribution is the given class intervals, then second is of the given frequencies. Now get the cumulative frequency for less than type by adding the frequencies from the first class interval to the last class interval. Now get the coordinates, that is x and y. Always we are considering the upper limits of the class interval as x coordinate of the less than type cumulative frequency ogive and the corresponding cumulative frequency as the y coordinate. So 70, 2 is the first coordinates of the first point. Then 80, 7 are the coordinates of the second point. 90, 19 are the coordinates of the third point. Similarly, 100, 50, 100, 89, 120, 99, 130, 103. These are the coordinates of the corresponding class intervals for the less than type cumulative frequency. Similarly, we have to obtain the cumulative frequency for the less than type. Here we are adding the frequencies from the last class interval to the first class interval here. So keep the first frequency of the first class interval as it is, then go on adding, that is 4 plus 10 is 14, 10 plus 39 is 53, 53 plus 31 is 84, then 84 plus 12 is 96, 96 plus 5 is 101 and 101 plus 2 is 103. So these are the cumulative frequency for more than type ogive. Now we have to write the coordinates for the points. For more than type ogive, we are always considering the lower limits of the class interval. So here lower limits and the corresponding cumulative frequency as x and y coordinates for the more than type ogive. Now here we are going to plot these points on the graph paper. First I am going to plot, I have plotted here the points for the less than type ogive. Now here is the curve for the less than type ogive. Write the coordinates for each point here on the graph paper and join these points by a freehand smooth curve. You will get this curve, less than type curve or ogive, cumulated upward direction. Now here I have plotted the points for the more than type ogive. Now join these points by a freehand smooth curve. Now here is the more than type ogive which is cumulated downward. Here is the more than type ogive which is cumulated downward. Now we have to obtain the median from these two ogives. Where these two ogives intersect each other, from that point you have to draw a line perpendicular to the x-axis. So here draw a line perpendicular to x-axis. Now here is the point of intersection of these two ogives. Now in between 100 and 101 we will get the point here on the x-axis and this is your median. Now here median is 100 point something is there which is not clear. Now we have to find it by algebraically. So we can write here 100.2345. Now that we will get from the or find from the or tally from the using formula. Now for finding the median using the formula, we need to find the median class. For that, n is equal to 103, which is the last cumulative frequency here. So n by 2 is equal to 103 divided by 2, which is equal to 51.5. Now check from the cumulative frequency column. The cumulative frequency just greater than 51.5 is or nearest to the 51.5 is 89 here, and therefore the corresponding class is 100 to 110, which is our median class. Therefore here lower limit of this median class is 100. Now what is the value of cumulative frequency? The cumulative frequency of the class preceding to the median class. Now this is our median class. Its preceding class is 90 to 100, whose cumulative frequency is 50. So CF is 50 here. Now frequency, that is F, we have to take the frequency of the median class, not the cumulative frequency but the frequency. So frequency of the median class is 39. And now next class size is, you can observe here the class size is 10. So these are the values which we have to put in the formula of the median. Now we have the formula of the median is equal to L plus n by 2 minus CF divided by F into H. Now put all these values in the formula. That is lower limit is 100 plus 51.5 minus 50 divided by 39 into 10. So 100 plus 1.5, that is 51.5 minus 50 is 1.5 into this 10 divided by 39. So this calculation gives us median is equal to 100.4. So our median from the graph 100.4 is correct. That means 100 point something we calculated from the graph, which we have tallied from the median from the formula. So median of this calculation of this data is 100.4. Now let us see the question number 2. Draw less than ogive and more than ogive for the following distribution and hence find its median. So the observations are given here, class intervals and the frequencies. Now you can observe here the frequencies, these numbers are randomly given. So these are not any type of frequencies, that is not a more than type cumulative frequency or neither a more than type cumulative frequencies nor a less than type cumulative frequencies. Now prepare the frequency distribution table for both the type of cumulative frequencies. Here is the frequency distribution table for both the type, that is less than type cumulative frequency and more than type cumulative frequency. Now you know how to find the cumulative frequency for less than type and how to find the cumulative frequency for more than type. Also write the coordinates from the class interval and the corresponding cumulative frequency. We know that we are always considering the upper limits for the less than type cumulative frequency as a x coordinate and the corresponding cumulative frequency as y coordinate. And for more than type cumulative frequency, we are always considering the lower limits of the class interval as our x coordinate and the corresponding cumulative frequency as y coordinate. So get the coordinates for both the type of cumulative frequency distribution and then plot these points on the graph paper. So we will get, after plotting these points on the graph paper, now this is our less than type cumulative frequency curve, which is the less than type ogive here, which is cumulated downward. This is the less than type ogive which is cumulated upward, and this is the more than type ogive which is cumulated downward, because here less than type ogive is always cumulated upward and more than type ogive is always cumulated downward. Now where these two ogives intersect each other, from that point you have to draw a perpendicular line to the x-axis, and where that line meets x-axis, that is your median, which is equal to 60 here. So median for the given data is 60 from the graph. Now let us go for the question number 3. Draw a cumulative frequency curve for the following cumulative frequency distribution. Now these observations are of cumulative type. Now you can observe the class intervals and cumulative frequencies given here. From the cumulative frequency, we can say that these are the more than type cumulative frequencies because these are in descending order, that is 50, 48, 45, 32, 15, 5. So these frequencies are in descending order, and therefore these are more than type cumulative frequencies. So we have to draw the cumulative frequency curve is of more than type. For that, get the coordinates from the given observations. We know that for the more than type ogive, we are always considering the lower limits here, and those class intervals we are writing in this manner, that is more than or equal to 0, more than or equal to 10, more than or equal to 20. That means we are considering the lower limits here. So get the coordinates, that is lower limit as x coordinate and corresponding cumulative frequencies as the y coordinate. So these are the points, those we are going to plot on the graph paper. Now here always lower limits are on the x-axis and cumulative frequency we have to take along the y-axis. Now after plotting those points on the graph paper, we will get more than cumulative frequency curve, that is the more than type ogive which is cumulated downward, You have to write the coordinates in front of each point here like this, and this is your cumulative frequency curve of more than type. So students, here we are going to end our statistic chapter. Please solve all the sums from all 4 exercises. Also practice the sums from the reference books. If any doubt, you can ask me anytime, and I will be always there to clear your maths doubt. So thank you students. Stay home, stay safe.